It's obvious that Kobe Bryant loved basketball, but that wasn't always the case. There was a time when basketball wasn't Kobe's favorite sport, and he considered becoming a professional soccer player.
Think you will play like?
Oh yeah.
So you were thinking about playing soccer?
Absolutely.
See? Kobe's childhood was spent in Italy when his father was transferred to Reggio Calabria, a basketball team in the Italian league. And so, growing up in Europe influenced a lot of his hobbies. And even though his father was a professional basketball player, Kobe's childhood love was for soccer. Soccer was not only his childhood love, but it was also his favorite sport. In an interview at FIFA, Kobe said, "I am actually a huge fan. I grew up in Italy. From the age of 6 to 14, I played soccer every day. It's my favorite sport." Kobe and his father would go to watch soccer games on the weekends instead of basketball games. And with Kobe's athleticism, he thought he was good enough to consider a professional career playing soccer. So, how did Kobe end up choosing basketball over soccer? Well, in 1991, Kobe's family decided to move back to the US when he was 13, to Philadelphia, where not a lot of kids were playing soccer, so basketball became the only sport for Kobe. But because he had been playing soccer, he developed great footwork that helped him become a great basketball player at a young age. Besides his love for soccer, Kobe's upbringing in Italy also made him learn a different language, and had this to say about his days in Italy. "The first time we went into our house and turned on the TV, there was an Italian cartoon, and my sisters and I were rolling and laughing. It was the same cartoon, but it just had Italian words. But it wasn't long before they could start understanding the new language." Going to a new Italian school, Kobe and his older sisters learned to speak fluent Italian just a few months after moving there. As a black family living in Europe, the Bryants were considered both curiosities and celebrities. Whenever they took a trip into town, strangers would buy them coffee or pick up their check at the cafe. So you see, Kobe was quite unique because of his multicultural nature. So much that even his name was influenced by a completely different culture. The name Kobe is not a common word in America, but in Japan, it's a famed region where they produce some of the best beef in this world. Apparently, Kobe's parents named him after this expensive and renowned Japanese cut of meat after seeing it on a menu.
And we're going to we're all competing against each other. We're trying to determine which one is actually the Kobe beef, okay?
Okay. All right.
Now, I think you have an advantage here. Isn't your name inspired from the beef itself?
It's not inspired, but it actually is the name of the beef.
It is.
My parents must have been smoking some really crazy. I'll only tell you.
But you're being serious, right?
No, I'm being serious. They sat down at a Japanese restaurant and they looked at the menu and they saw the name Kobe and they were like, "Oh, that's a cool name. Oh yeah, let's do it."
Yeah.
It's a crazy choice, but Kobe still loved his parents for it. But sometimes the love wasn't always there from his family. You see, when Kobe started dating his girlfriend Vanessa at the time, it drove a wedge between him and his family. And in 2001, when Kobe Bryant was 23 years old, he married his then sweetheart, Vanessa Lane, whom he just met 2 years prior. However, Bryant's parents and two sisters didn't actually attend his wedding because his father was against Kobe's decision to marry at such a young age, and even more, to a lady from a different race. But despite his father's objections, Kobe stood by his wife and clarified that his marriage to Vanessa was a priority in his life. Here is Kobe Bryant, a man that accomplished success with whatever he set his mind to. Except for one thing, his music career. If you didn't know about Kobe's music career, it's not a surprise. But it's a surprise if you don't subscribe to the channel for more interesting NBA stories. During the earlier days of Kobe's career, he ventured into the music and film industry. His first attempt at the music industry was a verse and cameo in Brian McKnight's 1997 song, Hold Me.
My cheek stay strong, pride telling me move on. My heart's fighting me, forcing me to hold on.
He was not bad at first, and he was also featured in the 1999 remix of Destiny Child's Say My Name. It gave him so much confidence that he decided to release his solo album, Kobe. However, the album was not a hit, even if he was Kobe Bryant. It was considered a massive flop, and Sony Entertainment eventually removed the album from the shelves. Well, life has successes and failures, and how can you know without trying? So Kobe kept searching for what he loved and found major success outside of basketball after he retired. In 2016, Kobe launched Granity Studios, an original company providing a platform for creative storytelling surrounding sports. Granity Studios has done projects like Detail, TV series for ESPN, where Kobe breaks down detailed basketball plays with his extremely high basketball IQ. On top of that, Kobe and his studio took home an Oscar when he won an Academy Award for his animated short film, Dear Basketball, in 2018. The film is based on a letter Bryant wrote to the Players Tribune announcing his retirement from professional basketball, and this film beautifully combines animation and narration on Kobe's love and obsession towards basketball. And being so obsessed, he was able to become one of the greatest players ever, even though he is the also greatest shot misser in NBA history. Yes, it might be hard to believe, but the truth is that Kobe holds the record for the most missed shots in the history of the NBA, with 14,481 missed shots. It just shows that he was never afraid of failure, and he will always keep pushing to get better. So what do you think about Kobe Bryant? Has he done anything that amazes you? Let me know in the comment section down below. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video.
Kobe Bryant.
Ballpark.
Okay.